And what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today?
Hey!
Welcome live from Philly, Jump Street.
Live in Philly.
Philly edition.
The Philly edition.
The Philly edition.
It's the Philly edition.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out on a Sunday.
Yeah. It's the Sunday before Easter Sunday.
Glad that we could join everybody for the Sunday breakfast, lunch, dinner, wherever you are.
Brunch. Sunday's a brunch thing.
Brunch. We got mad people up in here. Damn.
Oh, nice.
Patrick Lanini, Joe Austin, best name.
Joe
Cal
Austin.
Ross, Borkland Zoo, October Farmer Miguel's in here again, as usual. Miguel and Duncan, I think, are our biggest fans. They're always watching.
Definitely some of our biggest supporters.
Yeah.
And we got to have them on again soon for sure. But yo, thank you everyone for joining us once again. I enjoy sharing this time with, not only the people who want to come on the show and watch, but we also got some great guests today. Wow. What a freaking lineup today.
Thank you for hosting us, by the way, too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The guys are hosting us. We're at the Kelso's compound in Philly. Just
if you couldn't
Kensington,
tell.
Is it?
Fishtown.
Fishtown.
It's my town.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, they bought a house after where
they knew
their buddy was.
They were like, we could get something in Kensington, but wouldn't it be cool if Fish came and we got something in Fishtown, right?
Fishtown.
We got fish here in Fishtown. Fishguys 4 is coming out.
Oh,
fish is everywhere. Damn.
Fish fillet.
Damn.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, I'll stop joking. But all jokes aside, stoked to have our guests. We have the Kelsos on a little bit later on. We're going to be having Anthony Marchione. He just came back off tour from with I don't think his band, but one of the bands that he played. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
And then we also have Jeff Frederick, the Philly OG legend, which I'm surprised I got Jeff to come down
too.
for this. So,
I think everyone was.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
boss.
So I'm stoked for that.
Even you guys.
But, that being said, we got to start the episode similarly how we do normally. We got to remind you guys to please follow us on YouTube. Go
Please.
Subscribe and tap the bell for notifications. So when we have a live episode coming on, your phone notifies you. And
especially
you can
today if you're watching today. Because
stop
we
everything
don't have
you're
like a
doing.
schedule.
Exactly. No, exactly. So subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate that. Follow us on our iTunes. Give us a 5-star review, a rating. We have a Patreon too.
Yeah, the Patreon too. Thank you for our patrons. We have a lot of new patrons since last episodes that we had. Big shout out for the support. Joey Scanella.
Big Joe.
Nico Salomon. Flowy. Just straight Flowy. Ben Wheeler. Kevin LeBron. Shredmonton Inline. I think that's the birth name too.
Cool.
Matthew
Placentia.
Placentia.
Yep.
There you go. I almost said the other thing. Jared Curtis. Chris Deester. Oh yeah. Thank you guys so much for your support. And we have a lot more updates too coming on the Patreon. So for all you people on there, stay tuned for more updates as they're coming through.
Totally.
Real quick, I just mad random. Like we have the intro song that plays whatever. I got it from some guy on YouTube. I was just like Googling random like jazzy kind of songs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I sent him a message. Like, yo, is it okay if we use your song? Like, we'll credit you in everything we do, and we have been. And he finally just got back. He's watching the live chat now.
Oh, no way.
He's in here. Yeah, so he goes,
This is his
hey,
music?
Jump Street, I want to stop by and say thank you guys for using my Jazz NYC theme in y'all's intro. Much love, homies. So cool to finally hear from you, man.
Dang.
And thank you so much for not being pissed that we're using it. We are crediting you in all platforms, like I said.
Totally.
So thanks so much.
Hey, if he's
Sick
watching
Beast.
right now, where can we send people to check out some more of your music?
I guess you could click on your name. Ghetto Demigod is up there.
Ghetto.
Yeah, shout out in the chat. Let us know where else to find you, and
Yeah,
everyone should check out his stuff.
for sure.
Cool.
Serves
That's
us
cool.
well.
That was random. That just popped up right now.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
We have our WTF of the week also. We don't have a name for these.
Let's call him Peter.
Let's call him Joe and
This is
Joe and Schmo.
No, this is Peter for sure.
Okay, Peter.
This is Peter. Yeah.
Here we go. So this isn't necessarily in line, but it was too good to pass
this
up.
isn't blading, but it's a WTF of the week.
It was too good to pass up.
Look at this guy. She's like, do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The neck snappage on that was through the roof.
That's just so mean. Oh my.
I think both their necks snapped.
Yeah, I don't know. That's impressive in a few different ways. But
Shout out to those people, whoever they are. We don't have a name.
Peter and Joe.
Peter and Joe.
Yeah. Shout out Peter and Joe.
So good. We also have a few sponsors to thank this week as well. We have, first up, thank you to Turtle Pillow for sponsoring this show. I'm going to show it up here so you guys can see it too. Turtle Pillow is a UK-based travel accessory brand. They manufacture neck pillows, compression socks, anything that makes your traveling more comfortable. I used to have a turtle pillow before also. They were supposed to send us stuff, but we didn't get it in time. We are doing a giveaway though, which I'll announce in a little bit, so everyone has a chance to win a turtle pillow themselves.
I was actually just talking about this with Anthony, like when you're like on a van for like extended periods of time,
exactly.
how your neck and your back get messed up.
Yep.
So these are the things if you're traveling.
These are things you need.
You're going on road trips.
Yep.
You're going on planes. You're going on long flights. You travel a lot. You skate. You got to get your neck taken care of. You don't want to wake up with that crick neck.
Yep.
And that's not good.
As Turtle said, athletes need to be rested to perform their best, as well as musicians and whoever you are traveling, wherever you're going.
Yeah.
They manufacture products to make you feel well rested in transit so that you're at your best wherever you're going. Turtle also already has ambassadors in the blading world, as such as C.J. Wellsmore, Mary Muno, and Danny Aldridge. So
C.J. Wellsmore got to take care of that neck, man. He looks like he had a big one.
They're fully adjustable neck pillows, height adjustment. They're lightweight. They're breathable. Their newest product, the Turtle Pillow Plus, is coming out now. And this, you see it right there. So they got a lot of adjustments there. Super comfortable. Usually travel pillows, they suck, and generic ones, they just slouch down. They're not. They do more harm than good.
Those horseshoe ones are just
they
like,
suck.
There haven't been like any improvements in like 20 years.
Yeah, I know. And then I got one of these, and it was like finally something that like actually supports your neck, and you don't have a stiff neck wherever you're going. So check them out, Turtle Pillows, and we are doing a giveaway with them. Also, they're going to be giving away a classic Turtle Pillow, a Turtle Pillow Plus, as well as compression socks. So we're going to do a post on Instagram later this week. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to have all the details there. So anybody who wants to win one of these, everyone has a chance to do that. So stay tuned to our Instagram this week for that.
And what's the web address for that site?
It's a good question. I don't know. Turtle Pillow. Find them on Instagram.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Find them on Instagram.
And we also have another sponsor.
Yes, we have another sponsor.
Yeah, Tufr Wheels.
Yep.
And Tufr is TUFR. It's an acronym for Thank You for Rolling. They're all about giving back to the community, having wheels that are simple but pretty sweet. They've been heavily tested, high-quality wheels, and they give back a percentage of the money that they make, the proceeds that they get, back to the community, comp winners, free blade giveaways. 50% of all profits are going back into supporting blading and blading events.
They're actually really good. I have a set for you, Sean, like you said. They sent you a set.
Cool.
So
thank you.
They're super, feel how good the quality of the wheel is actually really good.
Yeah.
They said they were tested hard. I was speaking to Grayson and Kurt the other day, and they said they tested them for months, strenuous tests, and it looks like it shows. There's definitely quality control on these wheels.
I mean, look, they got a 15-day replacement warranty.
Yeah,
if you get the wheels and the chunks, you get some new wheels. They put back money into blading. They sponsor events. They get things going. So we gotta support these companies that give back and put back. And
it's good to see more companies like this. Coming out, putting money back in the blading.
And speaking of, we have a giveaway with them too.
Yes,
it's a backslide contest.
Dun-dun.
So what you're gonna do for the next 2 weeks to win a pair of these wheels is submit a backslide clip on Instagram, hashtag Jump Street Podcast. Follow Tufr Wheels and Jump Street Podcast.
Everything will be linked below.
And the winner will be picked on Instagram Monday, April 29th. And
it is the best backslide.
Not the best.
Whatever.
We're gonna pick our favorite backslide.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do everything we can to be unbiased, but it doesn't have to be the gnarliest. You don't gotta go out there and get hurt.
Something creative, maybe something interesting.
Just what I think and what he thinks is the coolest backslide is going to be the winner. And that's it.
Yeah, they're going to send you a set of wheels too. So big shout out to Tufr Wheels.
So shout out to Tufr Wheels. Thank you.
Kurt Newman, though. Get out. Philadelphia has always had strong rapport with Atlanta, so I just like to shout out Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
And since we're on the topic of backslides, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Garrett Rush had a mean backslide, and he was from Atlanta. So shout out Atlanta, Kurt Newman.
Oh, man.
What's up?
Brought it back, Garrett Rush. Man.
Remember when the three of us drove to Atlanta straight? I drove straight. You guys just sat in the back smoking blunts.
Oh, I remember that. Yes. Also, speaking of backslides in Atlanta, remember Julian Ba's rollerblade backslides back in the day? He backslid the 35 at. Remember that?
Did he?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
What was that in? I don't remember that.
I don't know, but I top sold that round. I was done.
That's someone you torqued.
Yeah, someone just shared the clip of you torquing that on the raw footage. Whoever filmed it, maybe Cameron or something. I don't know. Do you know who filmed that?
There were
multiple people.
It was a super hick
it was
type
super
of
hick
event, and people went out.
Oh, that way everyone was there. That rail is crazy because when you hit that rail, when you land, it's like you jump a gap. It's like when you jump a set of stairs. That's the impact you get when you hit that. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's wacky stuff.
That's wacky stuff.
That's wacky stuff.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
thanks to Tufr Wheels. Thanks to Turtle Pillows.
Yep.
Stay tuned for all the details for the Turtle Pillow giveaway. And as far as the Tufr Wheels giveaway, get your backslides going.
Yeah.
We want to see them.
So we got the Kelsos on. Sean, Colin, thanks for letting us not only set up in your house, but thanks for being on the show.
Welcome.
Thanks for having
Always
us
a pleasure
again.
to have you guys on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We got a special episode today where we're going to be taking a little stroll down memory lane. We're going to be looking at, is it the Truth 1 or is it the Truth 2?
1, I think.
Okay, we're going to be watching the Truth 1. So we're going to be looking at some younger versions
Are we
of
doing that
ourselves.
first or are we doing other stuff first? We'll start off with that.
Let's watch one.
Yeah, we'll start.
You know what was cool?
We didn't need to complicate matters so much.
You know what was cool about one? I think looking back on it, it was the first time when we attempted to do a video project on our own, collaboration, obviously, between Philadelphia and New York. That was a stepping stone into everything that it pretty much led up to today with Bacemint. You know, it gave us the belief we could do something on our own.
It was even the time when I took the reins and started doing like video, like full on, and it was thanks to Austin, who pretty much like taught me everything. It was like you and Torres were kind of like my mentors with video. So that was the time when I kind of ran by myself too.
There's a lot of learning going on in all aspects of that whole stage.
Yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the catalyst, the thing that drove us to like everyone to wanting to do the Truth was, I think you guys did a ton of filming for like one of the Be Unique videos. Like I think like 80% of the film, like so much of like your like time spent filming like went to like other projects, and then I think you guys were discussing your frustrations and like, oh, what, we could just do our own kind of thing. Yeah, it's cool.
Absolutely.
Was that the first collaboration with New York and Philly in like a video sense too? Like serious collaboration, I guess.
Well, I mean, you could.
I would think so. Billy Sean sent like an edit to Majet for Apprehensions, right? The New York part.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Something like that.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
That was it though.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like,
It was the first time a true unity
We were trying to
was formed.
We were trying to make the East Coast, stand strong.
That's right.
And it worked out. And luckily,
Because
you were
normally
on board.
we were fractured, we New York and Boston, we notoriously have our things,
Yeah.
sports teams, and then Philadelphia, the Eagles fans, they're their own kind of people, and so it's good. It was good that we could bring it all together, despite our differences.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
That's truth.
But that's good.
We're going to watch
A
it.
little
through.
coalition.
Yeah, we had you on board. Luckily, Franco was on board too, and Chesh as well.
Yeah.
Super last minute Chesh. Do you want to preface the Chesh thing before we start watching it? Like how that was super last minute, and
well,
because he was a ghost for a while at that time too.
Well, it was like, so Colin and I had just moved to the city, and we had that spot in South Philly. Chesh lived like 5 houses down, and Murda lived like a block away.
Yeah.
So
I forgot Mike lived in Philly. That's a
for
trip.
a while. So like Colin and I and Mike were skating nonstop, and Chesh kind of just like fell into it because we were all hanging out together so much. So
he
just
had
like
to
happened
skate.
naturally. Yeah,
but it was so last minute too. It was
Yeah.
like literally filmed in like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like maybe 3 sessions. It felt like.
Yeah, it probably was like realistically like 3 sessions. Because that happened out of
He
nowhere.
was always so natural.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything he picked up, he was just good at. Whether it was a video game, a pair of skates, art, you name it. The kid just had natural talent.
Totally.
It's funny though because he did the same thing with Casey Mo too. Like he picked him back up.
Yeah.
Spent like
Sorry.
a month on him and then just threw him back away.
Threw him back away.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he had
Yeah.
bits in Casey Mo.
Damn, when will he emerge again?
Mm.
Ooh, who knows?
For how long?
You got to get him in for Fish Guys 4. Oh, speaking of, we saw a couple clips for Fish Guys 4. Dude, you're working on some sick stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When is that coming
Yeah, we're
out?
proud of this one.
Yeah, can you give us some
Details on
that?
Fish Guys 4?
We have guests coming out
This weekend, right?
Ooh.
Next weekend?
the 18th.
Yeah.
So
It's next
Danny Beer, Colin Martin,
Ooh.
Andrew Nemorowski are going to be coming out. Hopefully we could link up in New York. Maybe that would be an option. We don't really have anything set in stone. We kind of like it to be organic. So we'll kind of figure it out as things
I hope I could
progress
come through
along.
one of those sessions.
Yeah, I mean, it took us an hour and 15 minutes to get here, so
Yeah, we're close.
yeah, it's not bad. I forget how close it is.
Yeah, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the weekend, the Sundays. Sunday morning, there's no traffic. You just fly right down.
That's a good crew. A good little escape. I just found out that Nemo moved to New York. So yeah,
You just found out?
I don't know. I don't like,
I thought I was late. I found out like last year.
Damn, he's been here that long?
He's been here for a few years, I think, and I found out like after a while he was living here.
Shout out Nemo.
Yeah. Shout out Abibas.
Anything else going on with Fishguys 4?
That's pretty much going to be the last weekend, I think, of filming.
Oh, so it's going to be
Dan's
done
already
soon,
been
then.
here. He's already collected a bunch. We have stuff in Emo. This will be Colin's first time. Martin.
Yeah, that's like a new guy too. That's sick that you have a different guy in.
Yeah, all the footage, like everyone's just kind of going into their own zone and doing their own thing, getting weird. So
a lot of different styles.
Yeah,
Colin Martin has to be in it.
That's sick.
Real quick before we get into the truth, since we have you guys here, and we're talking about you having Danny Beer, Colin Martin, Andrew Nemo, which is I think these guys are like taking charge or taking part in like this like kind of very unique different style of skating that has often received some scrutiny. Sometimes people love it. You get two different sides of it. And being guys from Philly who come from such a strict background with like, the rules that I guess that were put in place by, Jeff Frederick, which I think we'll hear in a bit, and then Jimmy Shuda and these guys, got to grab your chicks, got to stay fakey. Like, what do you guys make of this new wave of skating?
I'm going to quote Nasir Jones. He said, "No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's not what you do, but how it's done." I think that rings true in skating culture. I mean, if you just stay in one spot, one way of thinking, you're going to get stale. I think progression is imminent, and as company owners now, merchandisers, like we're trying to move forward and progress, and it's healthy. It needs to evolve. It needs to change. And if we can do something to cater and help support that movement, then I'm into it. And we're grateful that we've had the support we had and the people that have come out to vibe out with us, because we're looking forward to it. We got a lot more in store.
Sick.
That's
what about yeah? You echo that sentiment?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Well said.
I mean, for me at first, I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like some old guy hearing some new music.
Most of us, would
but
say
like
the same thing.
it grew on me like
me too, same thing.
Like the fungus in the shower.
Yeah,
like I was just like, man, I like this. Looks fun.
And then you try it yourself a little bit. Like I'm not that type of skater myself, but like to try different things, and it's like refreshing.
Yeah. I literally saw one, and I'm not even trying to like disparage, but I saw a trick where Danny Beer like put his skate in his mouth or something like that.
Yo, imagine.
I told him I want one of those.
Imagine you're playing a game of skate back in the day, and someone's like, "Yo, do this and put the wheel in your mouth." I'd be like, "Yo, I'll take the letter."
Well, that's hard as is anyway, because like that kind of stretching,
you gotta really be flexible for that.
But yeah, no. I at first I wouldn't say I was hating on it, but I just didn't understand what was happening. Like most old people to new things, right? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I think I get this now, and it just became way more fun. So
I still have like a real strong appreciation for like the standard good technical style.
You gotta love it. You gotta appreciate like a nice stylish like just top mistrial or something like that, like clean, just like
that's what I think.
That never gets old.
That's what I think I do now that because like I'm down with all this new stuff, but like I'm just like at the point where I'm just like classic.
Yeah.
Like it's like classic rock. Like you know what I mean? I'm like so like my shit's like 60s rock. And that new shit's like this.
I'm saying it's timeless.
It's punk, there's all this.
And people like you could skate like that forever too, and everyone will always appreciate it. So it's not like it's like, when's you gonna do something new? Like they see you do like you did a Zero Fish Brain that Ghetto Community edit the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, that's fucking classic!" Like fish, that's like what you do the best. Like it's like one of those things.
Well, thank you, but I think we also talked about that at one point. Like when you're a skater who's like known for certain moves and things like that, you kind of don't want to do it because people are like, "Oh, do that move," but then you're like, "No, people want to see that move."
That's
I think we were talking about that with you with the true topsoul and things like that.
Yeah. That's what people want to see.
Yeah,
give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
You could always progress in your own ways too, but
let's see that John Julio.
People what they want.
Let's see that John Julio fish brain. I want to see that fish brain. But like, oh man, this would be cool if John fish brain, this kind of thing. But
Dash said your fast lap was fire.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out Josh from Malaysia.
Thanks.
Should we get into it? I guess.
Yeah, let's get into it. Should we jump straight into it? Anything else we want to preface about the truth before we jump straight in?
Do you have anything you want to say?
It was only filmed like
I feel like
we had the idea like in the beginning of the year, and I think we only filmed like one summer.
Summer, right?
Yeah.
We started probably like late spring-ish when like we finally decided to do something, and then filmed. It probably came out like Christmas time, but we probably filmed until like October or something like that. So like that's not that long time, a couple months, few months.
took a couple trips, went to Montreal, met up with Bailey somehow. I think there was an event.
Yeah, there was some contest. The MTL Classic. Yeah, we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a lot of like cameos in this that we were like proud of too. And same thing, we went to like Texas and stuff also. Yeah.
Toronto, Rochester, that little trip we did too.
Was that? I think that was 2.
That was
that
2.
two?
That was 2.
Shit. Damn.
You're living in the future, man.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say one thing before we start watching. Skate video parts are like time capsules to me. I've changed. I've adapted a lot over time. Watching this stuff, it's kind of funny looking back on it, and some of it's kind of cringy, but it happened. It was a piece in time.
The cringiness is good, though. I think that just shows that you've grown and matured.
Right.
It's always good to look back and
but also
and be
that's
like
to defend your. I'm not sure what you're being critical of, but to defend
fedoras.
But these are the risks that you take when you're experimenting and trying to like find, so you have to have the courage to try and then figure out what works. So I think if you just stay in that comfort zone, then you don't really get that growth.
Yeah.
So when you get that growth and when you try those new things, you take those risks, take those steps, and be like, oh, that didn't work for me. This one did, and discard what doesn't work and then move forward with what does.
Hey, I'm on board with that ideology.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost like a natural thing to never be satisfied with what you did looking back. You always want to progress yourself further and keep moving forward.
Exactly.
And do something different.
Looking back and being
you're
embarrassed
just keep growing.
is a good thing. It shows that you have progressed and you were at one stage in your life, now you're at a different stage. It's always good to see that. You don't want to look back and be like, same thing I'm doing now. Like what's the difference,
Yeah. No, it's like Danny Beer
That's what keeps it fun.
Danny Beer had to take that risk to put his foot in his mouth, you know what I mean? And then
take a leap with that.
and then maybe he's like, that doesn't, but this does work. But I don't know, maybe that does work.
10 years from now, everyone could be eating their feet. Who knows?
Exactly, and you got to take those risks, But
I'm gonna change it.
Shout out Danny Beer. I'm not trying to play you at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Just an example,
So everybody who's watching live, you're just going to be watching the truth with us. You're going to hear us, obviously. But you're not going to see like a little picture-in-picture thing of us talking. But you will hear us. And let's start it off.
Oh, so they're just going to be watching the truth and then hearing us
pretty
in the
much.
background?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bing. And there's no music also. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they're just like watching with us talking. They must find it difficult, those who have taken authority as the truth, rather than the truth as their authority.
Deep. We had to go deep like the mind game joints.
Do you guys remember when we were picking the name together?
Yeah.
I think it was you who said like,
yo,
what's up? The truth.
Yeah.
You're like, that's what we are. We're the truth.
Yo, it's the truth, man.
The truth.
Everything else is BS. It's the truth.
And we were all like, yeah.
Yeah, yo, that's deep.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Like a waterfall.
Yo, whoever made that, like,
keep doing it.
incredible.
Shout out Blade Talk.
Yeah, I like the Blade comedy.
That was the best
ideas.
burn ever done.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was a burn. It was just good. I don't know.
Comedy.
Yeah.
That's before the glide cam days and the steady cam days, clearly.
Just put a smooth cam filter on it.
I don't even think we had that.
No, we didn't.
Probably not.
To all the people watching right now, this was like the most high-tech filming to date at the time. It was like, this was high, super high quality.
Yeah.
Also, this was the trip that we stayed with in Rhode Island with Jeff Dalmas.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Was it?
Was it?
I think that was 2. Cause
Sound better out there,
John
guys?
was
You hear us? You hear us?
Hmm.
Let us know. I had to turn the music down on that.
Yeah. John wasn't in this one.
No, he wasn't, right?
Yeah, John
He wasn't at all?
He didn't have a piece or anything? You sure?
Nah, because John was there when we stayed at Dallas's back then. It had to have been 2.
Have you ever skated that spot?
That ledge is crazy.
Yeah, that's some buck.
That's still like the craziest thing to be done on that.
That spot's still there.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wonder how much of these spots we still skate.
Dude, some of these tricks that you were pulling here were just... Oh.
I don't know.
Polo shirt. My man.
He dressed up fancy for this.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we're filming today? Okay, let me put my polo
He's
on.
not putting the phone.
I was the opposite. I was like fucking
Hair's mad long.
bum. Yeah, I know.
That spot, have you seen that spot?
Where-
Yeah, it's a skate park now.
Yeah.
You look like an immigrant, Austin. With that hair, bro.
It's like
I was Jesus.
murder,
Yeah.
fully graffitied, and
Gave you the look
it's
back.
DIY style now.
Yeah.
What's up with Stokes?
I don't know, but at this time, I think he was the first rocker.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but he was like
He was one of the first of like those emo kind of style because that's what was.
He was one of the
funny story about that line.
Okay, cool.
So Sean was filming him, and this little kid was like in the way, and I'll never forget it because he says to this little kid, he's like, "Yo, kid, move out the way. Let my man come through with power."
No way. The sickest thing to say to a kid is "Yo, kid." It's sickest. It's like the best way to start. Yo, kid.
Yo, hood baby.
The hood babies, hell yeah.
Oh man, that was another thing because you guys like had so much like all like the good spots in Philly where like a lot of them were like in the hood and stuff like that. So there's all this like little like rascal footage of like these little hood kids just like
eating rap snacks.
Yeah,
them chips is G.
Man, Bailey,
I missed that spot. Yeah, he killed that line.
Always had a mean sweatback.
Always, dude.
Sweatback.
Bro, I think he's like he knew he always had a mean sweatback, but did you see that last sweatback, like the sweatback, the curve one?
Oh yeah, the big
He
ass
was like,
one.
"Yo,
You can't top that.
He was like, "This is the sweatback for
of life.
for a lifetime of working on sweatback."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is like my thesis." You know what I mean? It's like
Straight up.
straight up, man. It's like his doctorate. That's sweat stands.
He retired.
He got
after.
the PhD.
He did retire.
He was
After
done.
that.
He ripped the shirt
Yeah,
off.
he
He's
did.
like, I'm
It
not
was
even putting it
like-
back on.
There's not gonna be a better sweaty than that. I'm done.
Ooh, we got a Sagona clip.
Yeah, I remember we were so stoked to get that
we were.
Sagona clip.
Yeah, I was like, yes. I was like,
do it. That Sagona clip, which was actually pretty sick. He
Yeah.
Fishbrain training wheel,
Yeah.
the square rail.
Yeah, that death bench.
You know what's
That
fun?
was cool. We had the whole crew there that day,
Uh-huh.
and then some.
I can't believe he true. I've never grinded that thing. I go there every time. I'm like, why would you? This is too
Yeah.
dangerous.
It's true fish it and into like true top horn and whatever the hell he did on there. It was fucking nuts.
Ooh, peep the graphic, by
I
the
know.
way.
That was Jose
Mer-
Fuentes. That was before
Oh,
motion
shit.
graphics and stuff.
I thought Murda made that.
No, I think Jose Fuentes did.
Hmm.
Murder
Yeah,
did the
Murder did
True
too.
2 one, yeah.
You were so mad that bike was there.
Well, that's infuriating right there.
This was one of the first clips that you guys sent me. Like,
Yo,
showed
kid.
me before when we first started filming,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Yes, this is gonna be so good." Just from watching like this clip,
Yo,
was
let my
pissed.
man come through with some power.
he didn't even care.
No, he was mad.
I don't know.
was
He
he?
didn't care.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't even. He just walked away.
He was like, why are you filming my bike? That's dumb. That's funny.
I was here for this. This was. I remember you guys took me to the spot. I was like, "This ain't a spot. What are you taking me here for?" Nah, but then you
Is that still there?
you showed me quick.
Nah.
It's capped.
It's capped.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Looks like every U-Haul place across America.
we don't have those in New York. I never seen a U-Haul like that.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Can the audience hear the music of the
I
truth?
turned it down so they could hear us talking.
Okay.
Avisus.
Oh, a Visus.
Oh yeah.
You know we all had a pair.
Oh man, I actually never
I
owned
never
a pair,
owned a
but
pair
I, but I
Oh,
used
you were
I,
missing out.
but I used to used to be like, damn, a Visus, man, that's one day maybe.
We went to like Canal Street to get the fake
yeah.
ones.
Did we go with you? Because I remember taking Vinny Minton there with Franco when he was in New York to get Visus on Canal Street.
Oh.
The chocolate.
Wow.
That's embarrassing.
So
Damn, I haven't been to that spot in forever.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's probably chunked.
It was super chunk then.
Chunked
Damn,
then,
so you-
yeah.
doing a lot of like crazy 450 torque things in this, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Still doing stuff like that.
Ooh.
Is this spot's not, can't be still there anymore?
No.
Yeah, that's
no.
gone, right?
Wow.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Damn, that thing would be fun to skate now. It's so safe to skate U-Haul.
Damn, Sean, as long as I've been watching you skate, you've always been conscious of your outfit, man. Like me, I'm just like a dirtbag, like, you know, but you got the cuffs.
Cuffs
right.
gotta match the
Cuffs
shirt.
gotta be right.
He's a fly dude.
It's a fly. What are you gonna do?
Gotta shine. That's funny. Chess just he commented on my post the other day. He was like, "Who dresses you? You need to fire them immediately."
Chess said that?
Yeah, he did.
Yo, Sesh would say something like that.
He's just wearing all black.
That would be like Daily.
He's just all black.
Pasty ass skin, looking like a vampire.
That would be
He's
like
dark
Daily
dude.
Bread. Daily Bread quoted back in the day.
Who dresses you? You need to fire that guy.
I wouldn't mind going to that spot again.
Murda used to call him Powder.
Yo, that's hilarious. I can just see where yo powder. Oh my god.
Hicks was Malibu.
Hicks? Brett Hicks. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mike was always
That
good
rail.
at.
And the one king chink. That's what you called it,
That
right?
was so good, yeah.
That girl's gone too, huh?
I
Cap?
think so. Yeah, something's up with it. I don't know. No one's probably been there in like 10 years, 10 plus years.
That spot is a spot though.
It's a weird time.
That one too. That
Was
was the
it
jam back in the day also.
Is this 2007?
I think 7, yeah.
Damn, your thing's still going.
Way too long. I'm bored.
Mint underwear.
Yeah, you had the mint going before the company. Before the business.
That's probably part of it.
He named it. He always liked that color.
You told me you were gonna do that. I was like, I'm like, I know you're good, but that's like not happening. And then you fucking
That's
did
a sharp curve.
Oh, that one, yeah, that was the one. I was like, there's no way you're doing that. And then you did one just to test it out, and you pretty much did it, but I think you didn't slide the fish brain or something. I'm like, oh shit, he does have it. And you did it like the next try, which didn't make any sense.
You're always a seed boy. You still eating seeds?
This is immigrant Austin.
Not as much, but I would like to.
He looks like the last of the Mohicans right there.
Right? He looks like some deeply spiritual guy, right?
Amanda says I look like a piece of shit when my hair was long.
Hey,
It's like, I'm glad I didn't know you then.
you do look a little rough.
I just didn't like getting haircuts. I still don't like getting haircuts.
I have no idea what that's like.
What's a haircut? What's a haircut?
So, this wasn't the time
No.
of finding the body.
Maybe. Was it or no?
I
Might
think
have
that was probably 2.
I was going to say that for another one.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was
a
sick.
good one. I was never able to skate that spot. That was the only way I could do it. Is
Yeah,
by
that's a good way
jumping
to
the stairs
skate it.
and thinking the end.
It had a weird ledge next to it on the down part.
Yeah, it freaked me out.
Mm.
That's why I never really skated that thing.
Yo, what
like
about
you
that
did.
drop rail, like right across from that, like Bellino full cab true Savannah? Do you remember that?
The square one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Beast.
Yes, that
Crazy.
fucking John's.
He was
dumbass.
always like a beast, though.
Yeah.
That was when I used to true topsail the other way.
Yeah, you're weird. You true top sold that. True
Boom.
Yeah, that was when I true topsailed the way I do now.
Yeah.
I switched
Yo,
it
the
up.
crazy thing about this video is I feel like there's like only 15 spots in it.
Probably.
It's like,
Well, we did only film it over a couple months. We probably just
Yeah,
skated the same
yeah.
spots a lot, and then
yeah.
like, oh, Kelso's are in town. Let's skate that spot again.
Yeah.
Take him there, or vice
That
versa.
ledge is sick, by the way.
That down ledge, the
Mhm.
Rhode Island
Yeah,
one.
in Rhode
It
Island.
was like a skate park ledge. in the
Yeah.
street.
The flick off that alley topsail.
How
I think that's the only reason. why
Yeah,
I
that was
used
sick.
how soon after this did you move to AZ? Was it right after?
It was after True 2.
Oh,
I went
shit,
to AZ.
J-
That was
J-Ro.
after True 2?
That's a relic
Yeah,
in the
J-Ro
game,
shit.
dude.
Is he still in New York?
No,
No, he's in Atlanta.
He's been in Atlanta in the Kendama world for a minute.
Yeah, the Kendama world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It took over.
Good photographer.
Yeah.
It was great having J-Ro
He
around.
was really.
Terrible poker player, though.
If he was here, he might refute that. Damn shit, I miss some of these days. Like I never got to skate that spot. That spot looks tight.
That spot was actually in the neighborhood, and that's what it's actually called, right?
The
I
neighborhood?
didn't know until recently that was what it was
Because
actually
you've been
called.
hanging out there, right?
Look at this.
I thought that was just a nickname for the spot, but it's actually on the
so
map. It says Gayborhood. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's what it's called. Yeah, you filmed that one, right?
Ah.
I was like, how you gonna film this? He's like, I got you. Don't worry.
I got you.
You always come through like the ninja filming somehow.
I
like, how
got
to
you.
film. We got this.
That was fire.
No, Billy, no.
No, Billy, no. Oh, this is that's like confusing.
That was one of the last bank
Wow.
sessions, proper bank sessions that we probably got to have.
Where is this? That's like Rochester.
Princeton?
New Paltz, I think.
New Paltz.
We all named a different place. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's New Paltz though. John fucked that spot up.
Huh? Yeah, he did.
He was like 540 every trick in a row on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's like, guys, was that cool? Like, just do something super gnarly.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
It's all right.
Fuck.
Boston.
Yeah, I think Boston. Damn, is that spot still there?
It's still there, yeah.
Jeez.
But there's like no point to go because
Yeah,
everything
well,
that's
yeah,
ever
half
needed to
skated
been
and
done has
shit,
been
yeah.
done.
Wow.
Damn, the Lou out. Damn, you fucked that thing
I
up.
forgot you hit full cab on that.
Yeah.
It looked like you did a little celebration after the.
Maybe.
Light work, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to land tricks like you didn't even like try anything like that.
Mhm.
It ain't no thing, right?
Ain't no thing.
Damn, my hair was fucking long.
Looking
Bring-
like
bring it
Jon
back,
Snow.
It looks like one of those disguise wigs with the beard, like right there.
No, it looks like you just took a bong hit with that hair.
And that was probably the last thing I would have done too.
No, I think you were taking bong hits around this time.
I don't want to prod myself. I think still no one has done a 1 foot to a 360 on a trip.
Yeah,
on a rail yet.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, not documented.
I don't. Yeah. I don't have many things to take away from this sport, but I could at least take that away from that.
Bro, look at you. Can't even see your face. It's just hair.
No one has ever taken more hard falls than this guy.
Yo, I remember there was a month. It was like there was 1 month where he hit his head like 4 times in 1 month.
Yeah, me and you.
And we were like,
me and you just counted every time he hit his head or his face, and we were in tears laughing. It was so sad that like.
You notice like it's
so
like when you got something that's really heavy on top and like right at the bottom, it always keeps landing on his head. Like he always kept landing on his head. Shout out Franco though.
Yeah.
What up, Franco?
This guy's one of the toughest.
He's still killing it.
He's still killing it.
Army man, thank you for your services.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Oh, he has the camo skates there too. That's crazy too. It actually saw the curve rail the wrong way.
They can hear the song?
No.
I always like this track, that common track.
Oh, the common. I was trying to think of what it was.
Yeah, it really suits Franco. Franco likes those upbeat kind of.
No, he wanted some crazy shit. Do you remember that? Maybe true too. He wanted some weird ass music, and we were like, "Nah, you're not skating to that." And me and Sean like picked the song for him. Yeah. I don't know if it was this one or Truth too.
Well, remember in like Live from New York, he skated to like some weird trance thing.
Yeah.
Like some rave stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, for real, Franco's been so good for so long. I remember in like the 8th grade, I used to hear about this guy Franco, like who was just like the best rollerblader, and yeah, he was. As long as I've known him, he's been the man. It's crazy, and I don't even think I was like hitting rails or anything. He was already crushing.
Look at he's fucking beast. Disaster topsoil kink up. Oh.
He was the kind of guy though when he was doing a hammer, like you didn't know whether to look or look away.
Yeah. I was happy to be behind the camera for most of that.
I always heard this story that he was standing on a fence and was dropping to a rail.
Oh,
and
no.
he had ripped his...
You heard the story? It's online. It's on Vimeo.
No.
What do you mean?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It was in one of the old videos. That
when he split his nuts?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I heard... Did you hold his stuff?
No.
You just took that to a whole nother...
I always heard that fish had to hold his balls.
He ripped his balls, and he ripped his sack, and his balls were exposed.
Okay.
So he had to push him back in and pinch it closed. And then he's like driving me to the hospital, and I was like, "Let's go!" I was like freaking running red lights, like hopping up on the curb,
every
like
red light,
freaking
red light.
Well, come on.
I know you have.
I just think about if it was me.
Yeah,
you know, this is a fight for your life.
No, we made it. It was good.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Yeah. Who wants to hear in that situation? Hey, I got to stop at this red light.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
I was gonna say what's funny about that last spot, the curb line there. Is like that's a spot I skated for like years
Brooklyn Museum.
in Brooklyn. I've never been to that museum inside ever.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, and there's a botanical. Oh, this is
beast.
Yeah,
tour. Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow,
he did some fucked up shit.
It was really like.
Here's J-Ro again. Yeah.
Still wearing that beanie too.
Yeah, that beanie.
Oh my god, that beanie.
They gotta make. I wonder if he makes a kendama with that beanie pattern on it on the ball.
Okay, so Colin, you were saying that you had a fedora on in this part?
Probably. I had all sorts of things, fedoras,
those
bandanas.
Those are your favorite deshies, right?
But I don't know. Wouldn't you say that this was the time in your skating where you were like beginning to explore a different or take a different approach?
I guess I still am. I haven't figured it out. That's why it's fun. I think you get satisfied with what you do or something. What's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, just like being like approaching it like instead of like doing like the gnarliest thing you can do, just like approaching it like in a more conscious way.
You know what, man? I don't want to come off pretentious. I've been labeled as such for so many years, and I hate when people say that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. It's annoying. I don't know. I just like having fun. I like trying new things.
You've always been that way.
Yeah.
Well,
this is my least favorite part that I've ever created.
No way, ever?
Ever.
Least
favorite.
I'm glad I have my name on that then. Really? Least favorite?
Least favorite.
That's crazy.
Why do you say that? Any particular reason?
Ooh, that was sick though.
Was it the song?
Yeah, you didn't like it?
Bro, if I got that low on an I'll eat macchio, I wouldn't be getting that. I would just like stay that.
Or it would make the loudest pop sound ever.
I wouldn't be able to push myself back. I would just be like, oh, Jake Cachell coming in hot right behind you. No respect.
He was like screaming too.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Am I gay? I'm gay. I'm gay.
Don't sit on benches.
That was that.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised you know.
Woo.
I remember this. I was like,
There you are.
yeah. I was like,
You're
I
like,
can't
what is he
believe he's
doing?
getting a clip out of this spot.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm taking away right now is looking back on this, I could probably do a couple sit-ups nowadays.
I always like this 3S.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, you didn't like
Oh,
that?
John. Looking like a baby out there.
He was baby. He was like 16 then or some shit.
Mm.
Maybe younger. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
This was like the end of the Temple days, huh?
Kind of rolled it. Didn't count. Since we're doing a Philly thing,
We just gave Temple,
you have a couple Philly standards out there.
Oh, this.
Oh.
Tap. Didn't count.
No.
Didn't count.
Come on.
We have a lot of people watching, by the way. 142 on a Sunday.
142.
I didn't think on a Sunday this many people were watching. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You like a different setup
this
every
is sick.
time.
This is one of my favorite tricks of the part.
You wrote it right to the end.
Dude, Philly.
We skated that spot a lot, huh?
Only that one time.
Was it? Is this
That
all
was-
from the same night?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wow, where you guys got like 50. It's so sick where you could just like unload on a spot and be like, all right, half the section's done.
I mean, look how good that spot was. It was just
Yeah.
like perfect bank to like ledge, you know.
All right.
Meh,
Here's the meal meat and potatoes. This is what you wanted to see.
Yours
Here
was
we
just,
go.
yours was just the intro to
Mine,
treasure section.
I don't even know.
Man, Sash had to check his hat real quick.
Oh, this is one clip I can't wait to see at U-Haul. That wasn't this, right?
Probably.
There was-
the True Top solo to Porns both ways?
No. We'll see if it happens. Well, his definitely wasn't a lot of spots because, you know.
Yeah, his got filmed like 2 weeks or
Yeah.
something. What's up, Powder?
Oof. That was goody.
So you used to wear more color back then.
Yeah, I was about to
Look
say
at
the
him.
Philly crew was conscious of how they presented themselves, unlike some of us dirty New Yorkers.
Color was more popular then, though. Even like dyeing skates was like a
Mm.
trend at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I've only worn black, gray, and white for like 10 years.
You're wearing a red shirt right
I know, it's fair. This is like
Bad timing. for
I know.
that
I
shit.
know.
Damn, RIP City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sad. That's gone?
I mean, it's still there, but
It's way
like,
different.
It's like beautiful now.
Yeah, it's like beautiful. This is the
Beautiful
trick I was
park.
talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Come out the rewind.
Eric Shrine in the
Eric
back.
Shrine filmed it. Yeah. Damn, that was so good. That was one of my favorite clips in the whole video.
One of the best tricks like ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ever.
Yeah.
His hat falls off in like every clip.
Mm.
Damn. Like, it's crazy to think, like,
He's a bouncy fella.
some of the talent, like, that has gone through and, like, just passed through the game, you know?
Mm.
It's really nuts. Yeah, I remember when Sesh first hit the scene, man. It was like, who is this guy? 270 backslide to everything, dude.
His VG19 section.
That's
was fire.
what I mean. That's when he
Yeah, that was not the one.
first
yeah, I
popped
guess so.
off.
Yeah, he was. All the dudes who were popping at that time, it was like him, Farmer, Brosco, B-Cam. Like they were all the Rat
Yeah,
Pack or
yeah, the
whatever
Rat-
they called
yeah.
them.
Mm.
There he is, white and black.
I remember seeing that Rat Pack photo, and I was like, I wish I was in the Rat Pack. I wish I was in the cool crowd.
What was Mike saying here? Mike is fucking so stupid.
Mike's like, yeah, it's reporting. Oh, yeah, it's Billy. Turns out he's got a trick. Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's
so fucking stupid.
Who's in the Rat Pack?
Oh,
Remind
this
me
was
again.
fucking crazy.
It was like Sesh, B-Cam, Haffy, Alex, Farmer, and maybe one other person.
I like when you roll down things, by the way.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, that was like one of the first like real railroads.
Well, you know what it was. At least
Two-footer.
in this part, I mean, right before I started filming this part, I was getting into rail rolls because I was starting to watch like BMX parts, and I was like, because like I know it's like a lot of bladers are like going toward skateboard styles, and I was watching BMX, and I was like, oh, I think it'd be cooler if we went toward closer to these styles, like, you know, and like so I saw them like rolling down rails and doing really big wall rides to perpendicular things, like sideways, like crash wall rides and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I just started watching the BMX parts around this
That's
time.
sick shit to mimic too, because they do some fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, they can fly, we can fly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. Like, oh yeah, that rail's was
Crazy.
wacky rail.
It's like the Willy Wonka of skate spots.
Yeah, I don't know. And also for me, like this spot, like when I was a kid growing up watching this spot, I was like, yo, this spot is like the most perfect rail ever. And then I got there, I was like, damn, yo, this spot, I don't know. It's like a tall rail.
It's fat.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, like when I saw him like hoax something, I was like,
hoax
yo,
spot or
that's
something.
perfect, you know?
It's high, right?
You know,
Yeah.
for one sec, I just want to regress back to what you just said about like borrowing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the coolest things Chris Brown of Be Unique said to me, he said, Colin, every great artist has even greater inspiration.
Waterfalls.
No, but that's true. That's true. Everybody. That's why I set it off with the Nasir.
No,
piece,
that's a great
because
quote.
no idea is original.
Yeah.
Everything's been
It's
done.
just your interpretation, like of like you take and then you make it your own.
Absolutely.
If you can. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's when people really shine. When you can take great ideas, make them your own, and do it different in a way that inspires people to go out and skate. That's what it's all about.
This is my wife beater phase. Right after this, I went to my wife and I slapped her around.
You know, it's weird. We were both on USD at this time, and we never went on one tour together, did we?
No, we went on like
The Under Wraps tour. That was it.
Yeah.
Like the Southwest.
Yeah.
Oh, Fisher, we were talking about this the other day too.
Oh, this was funny. Okay,
Wow.
Right before that trick, I go to look at that gap to ledge, and a kid, Kieran, I think his name, but he's like a Boston skater, and he was like, "Oh, what? You want to do this gap to ledge? I'll do it with you." And I was like, "Oh shit, man! I'm just like looking at it, like relax, you know." He's like, "No, I'll do it. Come on!" Like, and he goes and he tries to do it, and he broke himself off
bad.
so
I think it's in like
bad.
the B-roll of this video. But
He just tried it twice and just rinsed himself, and then I was like,
and then you went
and then I
But he was like gone. I think he probably wasn't even there. I think he got fucked up and just like went home or some shit.
Also, this thing was hard to skate.
That was
It's
Yeah,
fat.
that's weird.
Yeah.
It moved too. It was like a gate.
That's like,
More J-Ro.
Straight KG. That's my man Louis Zamora right there. Even though it
That is fucking beast. So beast.
Yeah, I think at this point, yo, blading was like everything at this point. For
Yeah, you were
real.
throwing it all on the line.
It was, you know,
damn.
but obviously I have some lack of direction with some tricks. I just want to do some of the hardest things. I was like, oh, dude,
This is cool.
electric box. Don't about that. The fuck?
That's sick though.
I couldn't. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm stoked on that. Even though I did a foot drag, which
That was beautiful.
J-Ro, I just dropped off that. I just went really fast. I didn't even jump off. I just plopped off that. And this,
Did you make money off that?
no, what happened here is my girlfriend at the time I got into an argument with, and on the phone, and then I was like, I saw a stair set, and I said, I'll jump this now because I was mad. And then
How many stairs?
Beast.
it was like 23. 23.
That's a lot of stairs.
Yeah. It didn't take, you know, it's one of those
There's a
things.
lot of
It
people
didn't
there,
take
too.
too much brains, you know?
I've always liked jumping gaps. In my younger
yeah, you
days,
jumped a lot of shit.
you counted the stairs and you would tell P, hey, man, I hit a 19.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can say you got under your belt 23.
Yeah.
That's freaking impressive, man.
Well, again, like at this time, I was like just I think starting to, you know, look to BMX and see the magnitude of what they were capable of doing, and so I wanted to do what I could.
23 though.
I remember the song for this section.
You gotta have a
That was
23 under
under
your
you guys.
belt.
I just
J.
said I
Rolls.
never
Yeah.
had more
Yeah.
than maybe 18.
Really?
Maybe 19. It definitely was not in the 20s.
These clips are so sick.
I wonder if that thing's still there. Probably.
Is that train station?
It's under City Hall.
Oh.
But yeah,
Sick
like
that.
that.
Man, but the combo, you two, like the skating filming combo, like must have been pretty handy all those years to have like a bro who could like film.
Irish twins.
Yeah, right?
My mom always said she had us close together because she knew we'd be best buds.
Oh,
That's
shit.
sick.
Shout out Mama Kelso.
Shout out Mama Kels.
Also, shout out that shirt that my man Sesha was just wearing. It was a sick shirt. Oh, I remember we were still getting the Stockwell clips too. Like, what, dude? We're getting Stockwell clips too. This is tight.
Yeah.
But you were like, hang on, Stockwell, I got a piece for you, bro. Hang on 1 second.
Let me back you up.
Hang on.
Let me show you how to really skate a bowl.
Just 1 second.
Were you filming Austin right there?
Probably. I don't remember.
I think I did. I filmed that one. Yeah.
Hey, that's a Josh.
There it goes.
Boom.
That was like a couple weeks after John was born. Blip, 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 blip. Oh, contributing footage from Yvonne?
He filmed that one clip of you in that video that never came out, remember? It was on either 270 Backslide to Front Torque.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like,
right.
are you going to use it? You going to use it? He's like, no, I'm not going to.
Oh, Yvonne is a jerk off. I forgot about that. He filmed like 10 good clips of mine, and he held on to them for like 3 years. And I was like, dude, if you're not going to use them, can I please have them? He was like, nah, I'm going to use them eventually. And then I was like, just let me get these 2 or something.
Yeah, he sent us like 1 or 2.
And he gave me like 2, and then they came out, and then the other clips never came out. So shout out to Yvonne for
that one never came out.
For holding my clips hostage and never letting the world see them.
Random John skating the banks.
Oh, this is the John with the bun in the back.
Boom. I always like
that was
how
sick.
casual
that was sick.
Just simplicity done right.
No,
that was really something about that was really special because it was like, where is he gonna go now? And then he
just finessed it. Just knew how to fucking handle that bank. That was dope. Montre.
This is kind of like a little, foreshadowing of like him being in the truth too and having a full part. Just like a little. I kind of like how that worked out. Like I don't even know if that happened. It wasn't intentional, but like having John and having like him and then the parts later.
That was cool.
Well, he was coming out to like hang out with Kilgore for Dub
right.
Caesar
That's
all the time.
Yeah.
So like naturally we were just skating with him and just started getting all his footage. So.
What's up with Smokes? He's still out there putting them on?
I don't think so.
He's in Long Beach and he's in like a hockey crew.
Right.
Oh, he's in Long Beach?
Yeah.
Did you ever see him when you lived there?
Yeah, I went to a show out randomly and he was just there and I was like, hey, and he was like, yeah, I live here. I was like, all right, cool.
The fuck? Just accent, just still crazy as fuck, huh?
But it felt like, you know what it felt like, and I don't mean to disparage him at all, but I'm just full disclosure, I'll be honest. It felt like, okay, like not that this has ever happened, but like, let's say you're gay and you're in a gay club and you see one
MySpace.com
and you see one of the homies in a gay club, right? And then like you see him out on the street and be like, yo, remember? And then like, no, I don't really, because you seen him at the gay club and you're like, I can't let everyone else know I was at the gay club. It was kind of like that moment. I was like, hey man, what's up? He's like, oh, like my past life kind of came up to say hi to me, and I was just like, hey, we're gonna go that way, like kind of situation. But it's good to see him nonetheless. But you know how that could sometimes happen in this thing that we do.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is about, but
yeah, that's a good
that was
point.
it.
Whoa!
See, I told you it was a quickie. It was like a half hour, I think.
Not bad.
Thank you for that.
Well,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, like when was the last time any of us have seen that?
Personally, I haven't watched it in a long time.
Oh, me neither. I don't know how many years.
I forgot about some of those clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like our first time like sitting down watching a whole video through with someone.
We probably never watched that video ever together, except maybe like one of the premieres or something like that.
Yo, the first premiere was really sick.
I'm trying to think of what was the first
Didn't
premiere.
we go to Shield?
It was.
And then we drove to.
There's a place in New York that was rented out. Remember? And we had like a little.
Oh, that was Truth too, though.
Oh, it's true too.
That was like the gymnasium.
Like a gymnasium, yeah.
Yeah. No, the first one we did like the Shields, and then did we go to Rye or no? Or was that only the second one?
Rye was for 2?
I think we did it for the first one too, though. No. No. Okay, so we didn't do anything
on that one.
We did nothing then.
Yeah.
We just thought it was like way bigger than it actually was.
The Truth 2 one was sick though at the gymnasium, and it was around the time when Jay Cottrell had his like BMAG beef with everyone. I don't know if you remember. Like him and Ramel were at odds. I don't know. Do you remember?
Oh, I remember that.
Kind of. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just mentioning it because Jay Cottrell was like, "Hey, dude, brother, I want to come to the Truth 2 premiere." So he came and stayed at my house, And then he went outside and we went to the premiere. And then when he went outside to have like a cigarette or something, he saw Ramel, and it was like one of those moments where something could have been bad, but
it was fine.
But Ramel kept his composure, and
I don't remember the confrontation, but I remember the beef, and it was like so stupid.
No, I remember like he went up to Ramel was smoking a cigarette, but he went up to behind him and said, "Hey man, do you have a cigarette?" Drunk, not knowing it was Ramel. Then Ramel turned around and said, "Are you freaking kidding me, dude?" And then he was like, "Oh." And then one of Ramel's friends came around the other side and was like, "You know what? I'll give you a cigarette if you talk to him and work out, your problem." So
really?
So he kind of did a good job mediating it with the cigarette and the
social smoke.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
I'm pretty sure Jay had his dog tag too.
That was why. That was why.
Whoa!
But I didn't know if that actually happened. Did it actually happen?
That's what caused
Good memory.
That's what caused the whole thing. Okay. Jay Cottrell, for those of you who don't know, is a Jersey native, and he's been with the Shrederizer guys for a long time. You see some interesting stuff here, there, whatever the case may be. But Ramel accused him of stealing his Be Unique dog tag because Jay had a dog tag, and Ramel had lost his somewhere. So he was like, "You stole my dog tag. You stole my dog." So that's how the beef kind of started. And Jay was like, it was also the first time that like, or the beginning of time where you could like be a keyboard warrior. It was like so new, all of this stuff. Like I could talk shit and not have to suffer the same consequences as in Face. So I think he was kind of exploring that too. And he was like, "I got it from Sean, you idiot," or whatever the case may be. And then, Ramel's not one to take offense lightly. And then, just kept on building. But we could find it. We could squash this right here and now. Was that from you?
No, I think it was Ramel's.
Oh, shoot. If Ramel's hearing this right now, bro, we might have just reignited the fire.
Mel had the really long ones.
Yeah.
And Jay's was definitely really long.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mel
had
the signature knee-length chains.
So my question is, who's bringing back fedoras, bandanas, and dog tags? Who's going to be bold enough?
Remember how exclusive?
Who's going to have the foresight to predict the comeback of the trend?
Yeah, those dog tags were super exclusive. Remember how
fedoras are all right, man. I don't mind fedoras.
They get a bad rap.
You know what it is? But it's
what if you're Cuban?
It depends how you.
No, in Havana, I'd wear a fedora.
Yeah.
Not
in Philly. Not in South Philly.
Probably not. Well, it depends where you go.
Also, it's like some 1920s, 1930s, like Guinea Mick kind of like twist, like with the wife beater, like, do you know what I mean? And like maybe like a pack of smokes. How do you think too? It's like there's like there's a few different fedora ways.
Yes.
There's the pretty boy fedora, like way too pretty, and it's like maybe not that fedora. But then there's like the hardworking fedora, blue collar, like early 1900s.
Yes.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I no, you're right. I get what you're trying to say.
Did you actually wear a fedora though in any of those clips, or are you just saying that?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, he didn't.
You're just imagining shit.
You'll be like C from Bronx Tale though when Jane flips up his brim. She's like, nah. This is how you gotta rock it.
Everything Sean says now is gonna be a Bronx Tale reference.
I just watched it the first time.
Sean just saw
like 2
Bronx
days
Tale
ago.
for the first time. Everything is gonna be a Bronx Tale reference.
There's a lot of wisdom in that movie, like we just discussed.
If you are going to reference something, I guess it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a classic.
Brian Fuller says no fedoras in South Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
All right. You won't find me wearing one.
Or will you? Because you might.
I don't know. They could. Everything has a way of coming back.
It does. The 90s is hot right now. Everything like that was big in the 90s is big now. So who knows? It could circle around again. A little fedora action.
Could happen.
Are you first in line?
Probably not, though.
I won't be the one to bring it back. I won't be on the forefront of early adopters.
Should we start a Kickstarter for a new age fedora?
You already took that jump, man.
Yeah,
you already did your part.
I took the jump.
Yeah.
When it comes back, you'll be like, yes, it was me. I started it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, when the time comes.
Do you guys
play it by ear?
And it's okay. So in this show, I think we acknowledged a little early before the show started. We got like 3 generations of Philly skating. We got Jeff, which is like I think one of the first guys, right? And then
absolutely
Kelso's and Tony. And so it's like the three. So that being said, I was curious if you guys keep up with like the younger generation. Do you like know what's happening, or is there a scene? Like, do you keep an eye on it? Do you keep your finger on the pulse?
Of course.
Of the Philly scene?
Of course. I mean, it goes without saying. I mean, everybody knows who Anthony Marchione is. Mm-hmm. Matt Capacetti, another talented individual, credible skater, hails from Doylestown as well. Mm-hmm. Nothing but love for those guys, obviously. I think that goes without saying. They know that. Hope they know that. But it's just amazing, to see people picking it up. I wish even younger people would pick it up. You look like you're about to chime in.
We've talked about this too, so it's funny you bring it up. Remember maybe a couple years ago we were doing the TNS thing. You guys were coming down, like everyone from the tri-state area.
I was surprised to see how many people were coming out for those sessions.
Yeah,
I've been to one or two, and they were pretty.
First of all, I love going to
deep.
TNS. I love skating with tons of people. It feels good. The vibe's good. So that's something we want to get going on again, just to get like the camaraderie back in the city, because there are like some separations going with the younger crowds and ourselves, and maybe just like a miscommunication and some distance. So I would love to bridge that back to some camaraderie, togetherness.
More TNS in this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Less
and
exclusivity, more inclusivity.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. And yeah, it's good for like everyone to kind of interact, commiserate, talk, and
that was just
makes it exciting. You're saying?
No, those TNS sessions were cool because, like you said, it was like a lot of newer people, a lot of people I never even heard of or skated with before, and you guys were involved. And I was surprised to see you guys involved too, because for so long you guys were just like exclusive to like you and your crew, and to open up and skate with other people at like that. It was something that I haven't seen until those TNS started popping off.
Well, I'm kind of, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like that at this point in my life. Like, not so much exclusive for the purpose of like, I don't want to skate with anyone, but it's just like, because I'm not as confident in my abilities as I once was, and I'm kind of shy. Like, do you know what I mean? So when everyone's out there like ripping, I'm like, oh, I feel like I have to live up to a certain standard of what I once was, which is why I quite often go out like just myself or a couple people now. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, cool. I don't got to sweat about doing nothing. I could just enjoy a backside or a fish brain or something like that.
Right.
So I can be like that, but that's my reason. It's not from cockiness. It's more from insecurity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I get that, but sometimes it will also make you kind of push yourself.
No,
again,
exactly.
Like how you used to. So it's nice to.
It's good to. It's good because it's funny. I went to the park Cooper by my house like the other day, and there was like randomly bladers there, and I definitely was like. People were like, yo, it's fish, what, snake? And I was like, oh, cool, what's up? And I was like, all right, you got to rip around a little bit. Yeah. So I had to dig.
I didn't plan to put it up to 9 or 10 today. I was just going to stay at like 4 or 5.
I was going to kick it up a nice little 5, but I had to turn the dial up,
It feels good, though.
No, it does.
Like that.
Yeah, to get that push.
It's almost like a wake-up call sometimes, because you get so comfortable just chilling out that you just like never push yourself again. And then to skate with all these people, it kind of like, everyone pushes each other again.
There's no growth in comfort. Being comfortable, even though we want to be comfortable, it's like not much good comes out of it.
It gets boring too.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the topic of this whole conversation, just coming back around.
Yeah, it's just like
it is.
It's
good. Did you like? Are we gonna get? People are asking. Are we gonna get?
Yeah,
fish guy clips tonight.
Yeah, like, well, first of all, we're gonna get some fish guy clips.
So fish guys with no fish is wrong.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would have to echo that sentiment.
Yeah.
But we should probably open it up to some people. We got like what? There were 140 something people
still
watching.
Got 130. Does anyone have any questions while we're here with the Kelsos right now? We're opening up the floor to you all right now.
Yeah, because like I feel like I've asked you guys maybe every question I've
Justin
ever had.
Brown, Brian Fuller, Dave, Duggard, Grayson's watching. Eugene's watching. Eugen.
I'm going to share some real quick. So, like, filming for Fishguys 4, I've been going into older skate videos. And back to that whole idea that no idea is original, nothing new under the sun. There's a lot, like, you look back into, like, some of these old VG movies and you think about, like, what classic is. And classic definitely stood out. But there are these weird nuances that you can pinpoint. And I'm telling you, I can easily think of 6 to maybe 8 tricks that I've borrowed from something that happened in between VG4 to VG7. I actually think we should maybe make some type of
like kind of. Remember, I used to do those Instagram pieces where
I
post like
a
flashback.
Because I want my influence to be showcased. I want people to know where it came from and why it came from where it came from, because
it's a lesson of the past.
Absolutely. And it's all about taking things and twisting them in your own way and then progressing it, because the old will tell the tale of what the new will become. And
it's true.
I'm hoping we can get an opportunity to do that, because I got a couple pieces.
Yeah.
Pieces. That's actually a good point, because I remember like specifically seeing things like in like those older videos and being like, whoa, like having not thought of that and being like, I got to try that, you know? One thing like because a lot of like the switch ups back in the day, like they were pretty whatever felt natural, like, you know, for example, like a Royale to Ali Top Soul or these things that are like soul to soul things that just but I remember I saw Rob Liavanos in VG9, I think, or 11. He did a forward porn star to Fish Brain, and I just like remember like, whoa, that was like so unique. Like you don't think of that, like just the way he did, he like slipped it into it, and then I remember I was like, yo, I gotta try that, and you know, basically borrow it and make it your own.
You might even be able to assume movements like that eventually are what started the development toward the Hurricane, because slipping that, I guess if you're doing a forward porn star, it'd be like a torque foot, like slipping it in. Yeah. Like he eventually started progressing that idea. I mean, I don't know if that's what he had in mind. Maybe it is, but my curious mind would assume that.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're talking about like the Cesslide thingies, right?
Yeah.
It's funny how those like progressions come in, because a lot of them come in by accident. Like you just do something and say, oh, that could work, and then you just run with it, which he totally did in one of his, I think, razor parts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and he did well.
Oh,
and then everybody was
the
just
whole world.
Like you.
Yeah.
What? You're a tech guy and you're not doing hurricanes? What's wrong with you?
We used to just show up at the spot too.
He created
and just
a standard
and wax the floor. No, the floor.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh, sweet floor.
Spin around on it. Go to a schoolyard where it's nice and smooth, and you wax the floor.
Oh yeah. Shout out Walt, Austin, and Dre too, because they had like a major impact on that.
Can't forget those two.
Walt
absolutely.
Walt would never wax his cess slides though. He had a standard for his cess.
Yeah. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
Even that super gritty one in Pittsburgh, the wall ride to Cess off the kink.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, underestimate, just so like people know what we're talking about.
Jump over the rail,
clip
right?
and underestimated.
No, that one was crazy too. Also Pittsburgh. The one, it was like his first trick. He wall rides.
Okay. Yeah.
Hits Cess's off the kink, and then
he would
goes,
never
off the kink.
But did you hear that in the video?
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed that.
He also skated 57 flat with all metal rocker physics.
Sure.
Wow.
Like he had like the heaviest skates, because like people had physics like the outside ones were metal, and the inside ones were plastic, but he had all metal ones, which are just like these like metal rocker arms that like held the skate so it could be like held the wheel so it could be suspended from the frame. Yeah, you pick up his skate, which is like, what is so
it shows
heavy.
his landing.
It shows
like doof, and they wouldn't move. His feet would just stay there.
It's like a magnet.
Kevin Dowling, again, shout out Hotlanta. Suction cup landings.
Yeah,
what's up?
Exactly.
Walt Austin.
Exactly.
You already know.
That's why. That's what happens when you skate with weights on your feet, you know?
A lot of people are asking when the new Basement stuff is dropping. Do you guys have any info on that?
With Fishguys. So if this coming weekend's the last weekend of filming, I'm just going to get in the booth, start chopping it up.
We do have a couple products that have not yet come to us, so we're still waiting for some production to wrap up. But it should be soon. The video should be done soon. Hopefully end of April, early May at the absolute latest. Is that, you think that's a fair thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
So you have some stuff already, or just waiting for?
We have a few pieces.
Okay.
We're waiting on a bomber jacket, which we're excited to release, and we also have bucket hats coming out, which are being manufactured, cut to sew in China. We're actually really, really pumped on those. They're looking really good, and it's going to be a nice springtime garment. So make sure you freaking cop that.
Nice.
Your Basement jersey was a one-off.
That was So my birthday had passed in February, and he got me this like exclusive handmade Philly jersey, and he got himself one too. So the one that he wore in that edit was the 69
Homage to Jeff Frederick, the gooseneck 69
The
piece
gooseneck.
he wore in Project Mayhem.
That's right.
Yo, because I shot out the old school on a daily basis. I you know what? I'll tell you a cool story. There's a Tupac song. It said, "I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way." Do you remember VG4? Eric Shrine, monumental part, heavy part. The end scene is just him looking back with his eyes through the rearview mirror. First time I went to California, this is the first time I felt like I actually was living my dream. I was sitting in the back seat. That Tupac old school song comes on. I'm hearing those lyrics. I've always liked lyrics and tried to interpret them and, you know, associate my life with what I'm listening to. So anyway.
Like a waterfall.
No, Billy, no. No, but seriously. No,
I'm kidding.
Maybe I am one of them deep nerds. So what?
No.
I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it right now. Fuck it. So I was looking through like up front, and I'm seeing Eric Shrine's eyes in these rearview mirror, and he was driving to the skate spot, and I'm sitting in the back, and I'm just thinking like VG4, like I wouldn't be here today. It was surreal. That was one of the coolest moments growing up, getting to meet people I've idolized, getting to meet and become friends with them, and see who they are as people off skates. And Eric Shrine is a good person. Shout out Eric Shrine.
Yeah.
Much love to your family, man. You're a good dude. Thank you for your contributions.
I had beef with Eric Shrine back in the day.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
But now that we're older, we're past it. But I want to have him on an episode one day. I want to talk to him about all his stuff. But then I also want to ask him about our beef. Because some real beef. I mean, should I talk about it real quick?
I would. I kind of want to know now.
Quick. I'll quick touch on it.
Okay, go
just
for
because I mentioned it. And I know this is your episode, but okay. We went out to LA to film clips. I was filming for Mind Game. I used to skate for Eulogy, and when I quit Eulogy to go to Mind Game, some of those guys were a little upset at me, right?
Naturally.
Yeah, but I mean, you should understand, Mind Game was like pretty important of a thing back then. So, and Eulogy kind of wasn't making videos or didn't have the presence in these things. So I was excited to be a part of something that was, you know, kind of whatever. So we went filming to LA. Shrine had the camera, and I was like, "Hey, I'll come up to the trip with you guys if I could take some of my clips and film it for the Mind Game video." He's like, "Yeah, that's cool, no problem." So we go up, film some tricks. It's like some kink rail, and I got a couple tricks I was really proud of. Like, you know, one of them was like a true fish brain on a kink rail, like revert 3 out, and going pretty fast too. So I was like pretty stoked about some of these tricks, and I was like, "Oh, cool, it's gonna be my Mind Game part, nice." Later on that night, Eric Shrine and I in the back smoking a doobie, and he's like, "Yo, man, good tricks today. Do you mind if I use those for the friends section for the Eulogy video?" And I was like, like if you don't mind, like I kind of wanted to come up here this weekend and spend the time and money so I could work on my Mind Game part. So if I, and he's like, "No problem, I got you. Not a problem at all." I was like, "All right, cool." So about like a week, 2 later, I fly back to New York. I called Eric, and I was like, "Hey, can I get those clips?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll send them right away. Just let me know." And then about a week after that call, no answer. Week after that call, no answer. A month after that call, didn't hear anything. A couple weeks after that, someone's like, "Yo, sick clips in the Eulogy video." I was like, "What?" And then like the Eulogy friend section is like total like friend section clips, like here they're like homie clips, and then like my clips, which I think were different from the friend section clips. Okay. Without ego, seriously, I think it was a little different. And then I was like, "Those are my damn good clips." Fuck. And then I was like, "Yeah, fuck Eric Shrine." After that,
wow.
Yeah, and then
heavy.
Yeah, but you know, to be honest, I never confronted him about that because I didn't see him for like 10 years later. I'd see him at things like that. I was just like, I'm not going to say nothing to him. And then like it was like 10 years after the fact that like a Blade Cup, he just came, "Oh, what's up, dude? How's everything been?" And I was like, "Fucking 10 years. How you doing, man? You know what I mean? You good?"
That's a long time to pass.
I mean, and here's another thing. There's more than skating, just in life. When you hold on to things, to resentment, the other person doesn't feel that. Like right. That's your shit. So like it doesn't help or hurt, you know, holding on to that. So
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. But that's my little Eric Shrine story. Started meaning to shit on him after you told me that. But I figured it'd be good to be honest. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Everybody is going to be protective of things that they do in front of a camera that are groundbreaking.
Yeah.
You know, you said yourself, like those clips meant something to
you.
it's natural to be attached to them. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah.
You brought up a good point about resentment. We had a conversation earlier prior to jumping onto this. I'm still trying to work that through my, in my own regards. We're not perfect. We are people. But the fact is, we all strap up for the same reason.
Yeah.
And love is paramount, especially in the climate we're currently in.
Oh, so, totally. And I think it goes to go off what you were saying before, like when you were in that spot in your car, you listen to Tupac, you see Eric Strong, you're getting to know these people and who were once formerly your idols, now you're becoming friends and all these things. And I think that's part of the process of that, like when you're younger, and whether it's like skating, music, act, whatever you're into, and you look up to someone, you look up to them, they're on this pedestal, and then you meet them and they significantly come down because you find out that they're human and they have faults, and they are, maybe someone could be, or do something disparagingly against you, and you're like, oh man, whatever, or, but not to the same thing, but you just find out that like they're human, like, and it's like the idolizing comes, the idol thing comes down.
Absolutely. That's the beautiful part about when you commit your life to this and you make it your dream. You will borrow again and again and again, and you'll find ways to do it properly. You'll meet people you've idolized, and then you get to a point in your skating where it's your own, and you can't pinpoint it back to anything. There'll always be ideas borrowed, but like when you can make it your own, that is the life lesson of true mastery. You know what I mean,
dude? I can relate, and I've had the same experience in both blading and in drumming, where like before you are something, you want to be something. So we all saw blading, we're like, we want to be that. We want to spend our time. And in the beginning, you're not that yet. You're trying to be that. You're trying to get that. But somewhere along the way, and you're like, oh, I am this now. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with, like I said, with drumming. Like, it's drumming. I was like, oh, I want to be a drummer. And then next second, you're just playing along and you're just ripping it away. And you're like, oh, I'm that now. Like, I've been wanting to try to be this. And it's the same. Yeah. So that's, like you were saying, the path of to mastery. Yeah.
The way you skate, I mean, you're fish. Nobody could take that away. Nobody could replicate it. People can borrow from you, and they should, because you are a great person to take ideas from.
Thank you.
Your skating is yours, though. You own it. Sean's is his. We brought up Danny Beer earlier.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
There's no other Danny Beer in the world. And that's what people, I feel like, if you really want to get some type of life lesson, some type of learning out of this whole thing, borrow. Know that you're borrowing, but always have something in the back of your head that's saying, like, I'm trying to create my own person. Like, I want to make my skating become its own identity. And when people do that, it's a great thing, and it's probably the most it's probably the biggest contribution an individual could give back to the game when you take it to that level and when you master it to that extreme,
to where you're a contributor now. Yes. Even though it's like you said, the you're ultimately borrowing, but when you've developed it and made it your own. And
absolutely.
That's right.
Waterfall. I was about to say, waterfalls, baby. I can't wait for Blade Talk to redub this one for version 2.
I'm whoever that guy is.
Yo, can we put him on the payroll?
Yo, hold on.
We don't have a payroll.
Who the frick are you? Number one, because if I was making stuff that funny, I wouldn't hide in secrecy. I would tell people who I was, because honestly, dude, whoever you are, I would give you a high five and a handshake and prop your intelligence.
But you know what it is? The probably like the anonymous nature of like the like allows for so much like freedom in the future. Like if he really wants to gun somebody, like you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying.
It keeps his artistic limits.
Hit up the DM.
We got some more questions coming in. Real quick, Eugen N wants to know which one of you did the first kink rail. Which one out of you two? Do you remember it?
Kink rail.
I don't remember my first kink rail.
I do. I remember mine. It was a big deal.
I know the first rail, maybe kink rail.
I wish it was that. I wish it was the one in West Philly that like shoot at 3 top sold. I would like it to be that one, that famous
steep
Philly one.
Mm.
No, the one that Brian Smith fell on in Hoax 2 on the front side. You know.
I'm drawing a blank.
Me too.
Dude,
he's talking about Pen Kink.
Yeah. The kink. I would like it to be that one just because of the nostalgic nature of it.
It wasn't mine, definitely.
I would just say, I mean, Sean's always had a comfortability level with handrails that I just never owned. I'll give you that. I don't think it was. Maybe it was you, man. Might have been you.
Okay, who was the first to wear a fedora?
I've never worn one.
All right, so Colin wins that one. All right, so we're 1-1 right
We're
now.
1-1.
All right, sorry, Eugen, we don't have an answer for that one. Duncan has a good question. Sean announced that he was on them team. Can we get some background on that? Them versus Rossi's. You guys are the only ones officially on both sides. What's the story with Sean's new placement versus selling basement boots?
Oh, damn. He went in. He wanted to know the meat and potato question.
The meat and potatoes. You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that people are creating sides. I don't like it. I think that everybody involved in both entities has the best interest of skating in their heart. So why does it have to be this or that? It's not black and white, it's gray.
Well, the other thing is too, like, I rep Basement, like I kind of am Basement.
Yeah.
I started skating them from the beginning with the idea that hopefully I'd become a part of them. And I think they recognized, John especially, and the whole team recognized my efforts for like the last year, and like I was kind of really pushing for it even with our Basement thing that we had going on. I think they saw that. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to be part of this family, and, you know, we're business partners and stuff like that. So not repping the skate was a hard decision, you know?
But it's all good.
It is.
Because it's not something that's going to be continued. We, as Basement, just brought a product to market.
Yeah.
It happened to be a boot only. It happened to be manufactured by Rossi's. We're just trying to operate in a manner where we can bring something to market, whether it be clothes, a skate, a video, a buck, whatever. Like, we're just trying to contribute, and we have the best intentions in mind, and we're loving people, and we appreciate anybody in this day and age that's still going out and booting up. Like, that's a beautiful thing. So, like, this side, that, there's no sides. Right. I love everybody that's involved in what's going on at them.
Right.
I love them.
And they're all coming out here. Like, everyone that's on the team is pretty much part of Fishguys, I'd say, for the most part. So, like, we're still working all together towards the same thing. And they're all repping Basement
But also, to state the obvious, like, one is a boot company and the other's not, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. Like, them is a boot company. You guys are an apparel company that happen to do boots.
It was one product we brought to market.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to them. Thank you for the opportunity.
Shout out to them. Dude,
yeah, if you guys,
and all the skaters affiliated with them, cool. Dude. Yeah. All those guys are rippers, man. Like, they know how to go out into the world and freaking make difference. Like, I respect that wholeheartedly. Will to the day I'm gone. Cheers.
Shout out them.
That's good. I think a lot of people weren't expecting you to be on them when it was announced.
Yeah.
But you were riding them skates for the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
So
since it came out.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Bigger surprise.
I'm sorry people feel that way or think those
I don't think
about the sides.
I don't think it was negative. I think he was just curious.
Yeah, Duncan wasn't asking, like, it didn't seem like it was, vulgar or anything like that. Just asking questions.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
I love the Basement boot.
People just want to know. You love the Basement.
It looks good.
It's a good looking skate. Whatever.
I'm skating it right now.
Yeah, it is a good looking skate.
Yeah.
You like it. You don't. Let's still go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, Mark Nichols, like that's the thing, we can't afford to have sides. It's a ridiculous thought to begin with, which is true. Everyone's in it for the same reasons. We're all fighting for the same causes.
Yeah.
There's no need for sides in any way.
No need to fracture the community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, Kurt Newman's in the house.
Oh,
respect
dang.
to Kelso's ATL shout out.
Hey.
Coming through.
Damn.
Coming through.
The crew. Yo, Kurt, you got to stick around. We got Jeff Fredericks on later.
That's right. Stick around for that. Stick around.
But what's up? We got any more questions? Maybe we'll take one or two more.
And
we'll take a little break. before we have?
Yeah, we have a few other
next
guests around here. Kevin Dugard asks, any Basement them skates collabs soon?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love an opportunity to talk about that. Sean's, wearing the boots, making him look right. So
Nothing in the works yet, though?
ask Sean.
I just got on, so.
As of now, nothing in the works, but something that could tickle interest.
Yeah.
But you are interested in some sort of collaboration. You were saying before, without getting heavily into what we were talking about before, like how important collaboration is between
Absolutely
industry.
Look at Fishguys 4. Look at the people who are involved in the cast. Look at the skates that are. I mean, Basement is indirectly working in the favor of them skates,
Right.
and for all the right reasons, and that's a great thing. And you know what? I would love to move forward and talk about ways where we could maybe do a conglomerate tour. Imagine that. Sky's the limit. Let's have these conversations. Let's go.
I think John's also doing a really good job of, and them. They got a lot of things in the works, and I think that they're, as far as a boot company, they're going to show their progression very quickly. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just think that it's really cool to be a part of them at the moment right now.
John's always moving. He's like nonstop all the time. There's always different collabs coming out. He's working with different people, doing different things, different events all the time.
And he's looking out for everybody too.
Yeah, he is.
He's an incredible human being.
Yeah,
I gotta say, out of any rollerblader that ever existed, there has never been a better event planner than John Julio. He can bring anybody from all parts of the globe together for all the right reasons. That's not only admirable and respectable, but it's praiseworthy.
Yeah.
And
thank God
I tip my hat to that dude. Shout out Jay Julio.
Thank God he doesn't smoke weed. You know what I mean? Because we probably wouldn't have like half these
It wouldn't be as motivating.
God, you know what I mean? So shout out for John for that. Good job showing restraint.
I never realized. I didn't realize until you said that how he has gathered so many people together from all the IMYTAs, which were some of probably the biggest events that skating ever had. Blading Cup, all these events. It's for so many years too.
It's
consistently.
uncanny.
I mean, dude.
If it's not this, it's that. There's always an event or something going on.
I'll tell you what's tough about an event. One, it's thankless work. No one cares. They just want to show up and enjoy it, but they don't know what goes into it. Yeah. So it's thankless work. You don't make any money. You normally lose money. You lose a lot of your time. And it's risky. There's all these like things you got to worry about. People getting hurt, injuries. It's tough, man.
It's a liability.
It's tough. Yeah. I got to give it up to him for that, like you're saying, because those things keep the sport. Like that's the lifeblood. That's a big part of it. Like being able to interact with other people around the world and feel the sense of community. I felt that Winter Clash recently because I haven't been to an event, and it's like, whoa, those things when you go away from them, and we were there together, and when you go away from them, you feel like there's a sense of pride there, as opposed to on your normal day to day, it's kind of like you don't see what it is that we do represented on TV. You don't see what it is we do represented in pop culture at all. So it's kind of the thing that's hard to keep your chin up about or proud about or kind of a sense of pride. But yeah, those events are at the moment while we're in this wherever we are. Those things are the things that pump life into and super important. So yeah, got to give it up to John for that. That's huge.
Huge. We're gonna do two more questions, then we're gonna call it. First, Brian Fuller wants to know your guys' favorite skate park in Philly.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna go with the classic because it's so close. Whitehall. It's just like a ledge, and they had this little slider bar, the one that I always skate, but someone broke it.
Yeah, they broke that.
Whitehall.
No, Whitehall. It's just an empty tennis court.
Was that the one that has like a bank thing in it? No,
it was the one that he just wore the 69 gooseneck jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, that park has been. Well, it's been there before Pops. A lot has changed with it. It was one of the first DIY things going on in Philly before those Fifth Pocket dudes started making Pops, Ambler, etc.
Yeah.
We've had history there. We were going there early 2000, maybe even before then.
Yeah.
That's a good one to shout out. I like Ambler.
Ambler's good.
Ambler's good. Just mellow, chill transition, good ledge.
What's the story with FDR? Is that still there?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not. Could be a hostile environment, but have you guys been?
It's
hostility is minimal these days.
Yeah.
I mean, like we're showing up with beards.
Yeah,
like
30 something.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
That's also what I said. I was talking to a friend who's in New York, and he's new to the city, and he was like, I was like, oh, we should go skate Cooper, and he's like, oh, I don't know, man, there's a ton of hating, skateboarders. I was like, dude, I'm 35 years old.
Yeah, right,
like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna go and skate, and if someone has like something to say, I'm gonna be like, I'm just skating.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go out and skate and be ready to defend yourself for any reason.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Why
but
would you go out?
I think the key also too is to respect, like park etiquette is paramount.
Of course.
You need, if you have respect, you usually get it.
Yeah, the maturity aspect of everyone just getting older is just there mutually.
Meaning, don't go up to things and wax them when people. It's dangerous for other people who maybe aren't as experienced or don't like metal on wax and metal. Just treat the park like you're conscious of everyone who's around it and what they prefer, and just adapt.
Yeah. I know I said we had 2 more questions before, but now we're going to do 2 more because now a bunch of other questions are coming in now. Some of them are pretty good. Mike Way wants to ask, how do you balance time and energy when you find you have zero energy from all aspects of life? It gets harder I can't fucking read right now. It gets harder as you add on other responsibilities. I give you guys props for still going strong. So I guess you just want to know how you balance. Like, you guys work, you skate, you do the business, you fucking film videos.
There's obviously the drug habit.
All the cocaine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a ton of energy, but I treat my body good. I eat healthy. I work out. Like, I have a typical 9-to-5 job, so it can, be wearing on my fucking soul some days. But I get home, I have the energy to go skate, be physically active. So I don't know. I drink a lot of water.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, the drive is still there. I think that's what matters. No matter how tired you are, if you want it, you're going to get it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Colin?
Really?
Time management. Time management. Knowing your responsibilities, knowing where you got to be, what you're going to be accountable for, and handling it like a man. And then when you have time to go skate, maximize your effort.
That was an adult answer.
That was like a professional way to answer that.
Dude, Father Kelso right there.
We have very different ways of going about it.
But we work together to make it work.
Yeah.
So speaking on that topic, from Jared Maringer, did having a brother who skates help push you?
Yes.
I personally feel that I would never allow my brother to be better than me at anything. Have you guys played into each other's progression?
There's no such thing as better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
Skating isn't about being the best. If it was, there would be statistics. There aren't statistics. There is only difference done well and contributions through those differences. We brought something different to the game. We know who we are. We're self-actualized. We do it on a daily basis. That is what it is.
I disagree.
I'm about to say, drop that mic.
I'm better than him and always will be. So.
Fuck you.
That's perfect.
I like your answer.
That was a good way. Good way. Hold on, we got one more.
Word, Colin trying to dance around the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out Matt Schur asks, if Colin and Sean can choose one clip of their skating to describe themselves in full, which would they choose?
Oof.
Wow.
We'll end it on that note. So make it good. Make it good.
One clip.
Colin's like, it's not so much the clip as it is what I was wearing in the clip. It's the fedora.
Yeah.
Waterfalls.
No one can think of anything.
One clip?
You can pointers.
I can think of a couple clips like I'm proud of, but I wouldn't define the entirety of.
It's pretty hard to define the entirety, realistically, but
yeah. 900.
Yeah, that 9 was.
I don't know. I undressed myself on a couple rails. That pretty much describes me.
You what?
I undressed myself
yeah.
on a couple grinds. Yeah. There's been a couple of
He undressed himself in front of hardcore Brazil in San Diego. He loved it.
I forgot about that.
He was pumped. He was pumped. He was like legit. Like he was like, yeah.
Honda.
It's so sick because it's like, wow, if you're talking about a clash of styles, like just thinking like Carlos Pianowski on one side and Sean on the other side, just
sweat parent wearing little kid,
like teal sweats and shit like that. And Carlos is just there like, freaking Slayer.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Dude, I was in San Diego. I spent some time out there, and I was hanging out with him. I think John Elliott was around, Jan Welch. And I was a little kid. I was like 15 years old. And it was just like us alone with him in a house. It was so weird and definitely irresponsible. And I was like, I'm hungry. And he gave me a beer and said, liquid bread.
He really wanted to set you on the right path. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
And here I am now.
Fast forward, I still drink my liquid bread.
Yeah,
That's right.
All right. Well,
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was interesting. Thanks for joining us on our experimental first, watching an entire video.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
it was fun. Big shout out to our sponsors again, Turtle Pillow. Stay tuned for our giveaway with Turtle Pillow this week on Instagram, and also
Tufr
Wheels. Shout out to Tufr Wheels right here. High quality wheels. Look out for them. Give
These
them
are
back to
good wheels.
rollerblading. Yep, we're gonna check them out. We're all riding them. We're all gonna be riding them.
Oh,
now.
you know what? Maybe we'll do a product review on them.
Oh, we could do that.
Maybe
We could do
Maybe
that.
we'll do it on the bonus channel.
Okay, we'll do it on the bonus channel.
Okay.
Stay tuned, patrons, for something like that. Well, thank you everybody
Thanks
for
again,
watching.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Stay tuned again. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the little bell icon so you know when we come in live. Because who knows, we might come back in 20 minutes, half hour. Who knows?
Also, it's a marathon today.
It is.
We have 2 more
So don't get too busy.
incredibly special guests. And like Austin said, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, click the notifications bell, go on iTunes, go on our Instagram, follow us if you don't already, Jump Street Podcast. And, if you're feeling like you like us and you want us to keep doing these things, kick a couple bucks into our Patreon. We appreciate that.
Appreciate all of them.
Yeah, it puts gas in the tank and helps us feed people.
More liquid bread for everybody.
Right.
That's right. We like it out here.
Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you in a few on the next one.
All right, sweet.
Later. Bye.